Hello dear friends, I hope that you have enjoyed up to now the videos that we worked on Google Sheets. Now before continuing and working on more data, formula or other items that maybe it looks complicated, I think that it is better to review some items that are available here. On the toolbar or menu bar, as I mentioned, we have worked all of them in Google Docs, but maybe a little they are different here. Very quickly, we will review all of them. This is the menu or search bar. As I mentioned, if you are looking for something, for example, you don't know how to create a chart. When you write here chart, it very quickly insert chart. It comes. If you don't know, it is here insert and chart. Or for example, you want to sort it very quickly, right here, sort. When you write, it will bring sort sheet by column, A to Z, something like this. Or for example, freezing. You have heard that you can freeze the first row, for example, but you don't know where is it. So you can select the row that you want to freeze it, then click here and write freeze. And it says that freeze row 1, freeze row 2. Yes, I want to freeze row 2. I click it here and it is frozen. What it means? It means that when I go up, scroll up, it doesn't move. When I have lots of items, I want to see, for example, these items, what are they? They are books, something like this. You see, all the items here, the numbers are here, it is for book, it is not. So I have frozen the first row. So this is the way that you can find them. Where is it? It is on view section, freeze. As you see here, freeze. Freeze rows and also column. If you want to freeze the columns when you are changing, when you are working with a big number of data, if you need, you can freeze the column and the column will be frozen. For example, if I select column A, then go here, view and freeze up to column A. Then when I'm scrolling like this, I have lots of information. All data is frozen here, and I can see this number is for Ali, this number is for Valley, something like this. So all the items here are frozen. Even I can choose 2 or 3 columns. And I have frozen the first row. If I go down, you see, go up, go down, it is frozen. But there is no more item here for the columns. I have frozen column A and also row 2. And now I want to unfrozen it. I can go view and freeze and no columns and deselect it. For the rows, I can go view and freeze and no rows. If I go down, you see everything goes down and they don't frozen here. So freezing is on view, freeze, or you can search on it as I mentioned, freeze, and it is a good item when you have big data to see that, oh, okay, your lots of information. For example, now I don't know, is it book, is it, for example, notebook, something like this. But when it was frozen here, when row 2, when view froze the row 2, now easily I can see, okay, it is book. For example, this one is book, this one is notebook, because the first row is frozen. And it will be the same for the other item. Now I don't see, okay, this number is for Ali or Patty, James, Tom, whom. If I go here, view and freeze column 1, I can see, okay, this item, if I go here, easily I can see that this is, for example, for Zari or somebody else. So this is the best way to use freezing. And unfreeze it. This is undo and do when you do some. For example, when I delete this, oh my God, I made a mistake, undo. Pay attention. If you delete it and close this, you cannot access to undo. Only it is available, undo and redo. They are available when you have closed the file. This is print. It is very important because you will face lots of problem on printing Excel sheet. When I print it, pay attention. It says that you are printing current sheet. Then you can come here and select, okay, workbook. It will print all 65 pages I have here. You see all the items, pages, some of them are empty, some of them are charts, but pay attention when I click here. All these, for example, this one, this one, this one, all the item down here, for example, this, everything will be printed. So when I am on this file, when I am working on this chart, when I click on print, it only prints this page. Okay. But if I want to select a workbook, I can command the whole workbook if I want to. And also selected cells. Pay attention. I cancel it. Okay. For example, if I want only print here these items, okay, from the worksheet, I can come and select, then click on print and come here, select cells. It will print only this area. So if you want to print some portion of the text, you can come and select it. And for example, only I want to print this area. I can come and select this area, then click on print. But here, it is going to print the whole sheet. I can come here, select it, and it will select the cells. And then I can click on next. And the printer will show me, okay, it will print it. If I don't have printer, I can use save as PDF and save it as a PDF file. It will be colorful. But if I am going to using to my printer, because my printer is black and white, it's only black and white. And if I want more copies, I can click here. For example, I want 2 copies of this or something like this. You can work. And more settings here for paper size. We have worked on Google Docs. If you want, we have a section on Google Docs for printing. You can watch them, how you can work with a printer, because you can print them both sides, background graphics, something like this, that if you want. Again, I click on print. This is the worksheet that I want to print. But when I click on next, pay attention. As you see here, it says that total page 1. Okay, this is the current sheet. This is the paper size. This is the landscape. If I want portrait, it will be vertical. I want portrait. Regarding margins, as you see, margins is normal. If I want, I can make them narrow. You see here, they will be narrow. If I want, I make them more and wider. If you want, you can choose custom number and then click and then make them narrower or wider. It depends on, for example, I want like this. This one, for example, I want like this. Oh no, it is not good. I can bring it down. Here, I don't need more margins. For example, I can bring it down and I can put it like this. Then it is ready for printing. Regarding formatting, if you click on it, show grid lines. It shows here the grid lines. When I click on this, it doesn't show. It is only for you that you see the items that you are. Show notes. If you have any notes or comments, it will show the notes. Headers and footers. If you want page numbers, for example, it will come here. You can click and page numbers will come here. Workbook title, if you want, you can the name of the workbook will be typed here and printed. Sheet number, the sheet number, as you remember, it was a copy of practice. It will come here. Current date, if you want, you can add current date here. And also current time, it will add it here, current time. So if you need, you can print them on the header and footers. But they are not useful. I don't need them, except maybe the page number. I can add it here. So if you want, you can add headers and footers, the page number, the title, the name of the title, something like this. Then click next. If I put all of them here, pay attention. Next, it will print it like this. As you see, the grid lines, the name of the title of the worksheet, and the name of the sheet, and also page number, and also date and time. It will be all printed like this. So this is the way that you can print an item. And even from here, file, print, you can access to print. And this one is to see much better, to maximize it. It won't print like this, only to see it, okay, what are the items for yourself. Where you can maximize it and minimize to see much better what is going on. It is not printed like this. Cancel. And as you know that the shortcut for printer is Control P. Push Control, hold it, and P. It will bring the same options for printing, and you can quickly access to printing options. The next button after printer, as you see, Control P, the shortcut, it is paint format. We have worked on it on Google Docs. For example, I want to have the same format for this cell, okay? Instead of selecting it and going to the toolbar, changing, for example, the color of the background for red and the color of the text for yellow, instead of this, undo, I can easily select this and click on paint format and click here. It will have the same format. So it quickly paints the format for all other items. For example, if I want to have the same format for these items, I can select one of them, then click on paint format, then come and select all these items. They will have the same format. As you see, this is the size of the font, and making it bold, or any other item for the color, anything that you can see here. As you see, it is 12. And if I make it, for example, 14, and change the color, for example, blue, then again click on even the background. If I change the background, for example, for this color, then go and click on paint format. If I click here, select them, they will get the same format that I have painted before. I will make undo. The next item is zoom. If you want to make the screen larger to see what is going on, for example, here I cannot see very well what's going on. I can click here, for example, select 150. Then easily I can see what is going on, what are the names or something like this. Pay attention, it is totally different with the font size. As you see, the font size 11, it hasn't changed. If I want to change the font size, I can use this one, plus. As you see, it is increasing, and this one minus, make it increase. As you see here, 11 for the font size. But this is only for zoom in, zoom out. I want to make it exactly 100, or I want to make it smaller to see what's going on the whole area. For example, my X. Now you can see that we have how many rows and how many cells in this area that we have worked on this sheet. Then make it normal. Pay attention, as it is on the internet, okay, you can use control minus for making it smaller to zoom out, or control plus for zoom in. This is totally different from this one. You see, it hasn't changed. It is for Google Chrome. When you go on these three dots in your Google Chrome, and you will have zoom here. You can use minus or plus to zoom in and zoom out. And this is for full screen if you want. And to exit from full screen, you should push escape and keep it. Hold it, then you can escape from it, or use F11. F11. If I click on F11, it will make it maximize. Again, push F11, it will make it normal. But you see here, my Google Sheet, the page is the same 100% zoom. So this is the zoom on the whole page on Google Chrome. If I want to make it now normal, I can use control minus. It will go, as you say, it shows here that it is 110. Again, minus, it will be 100. So, or I can come here, three dots, and zoom in, out, zoom out. This is for the whole page, but this is for the Google Sheets, only this page. It doesn't, for example, if I make it 150 again, this is only for Google Sheets. So it is totally different. The next item, as you see, it is $ format as currency. For example, these numbers, okay, if they were currency number, I could select them, all of them, and click on this. And as you see, it will change to $ currency, and the behavior will be as money or currency. If I want to change it to the number as it was, as we mentioned here, format, more format, I can click here and click on number, because now I have clicked it. It is the same as the shortcut, because most of the time we usually use it. They have put a shortcut separately from this area. So I should click on number. Now they will be acted as numbers. We have worked on this. And this is for rounding down and up. We worked on it. For example, here I have some numbers. I want to round them down. I can click here, increase. You see, it will be like this. And if I want to increase the decimals, I can click here. It will increase the decimals. And the next one, we worked a lot in previous videos. It is the character of each cell. When you click it, usually it is on automatic. But if you want to change the behavior of the cell for numbers, percent, scientific something, for example, now if I want to change them to percent, I can click and then come here, click on percent. It will add it percents on them, and it behaves like a percent number. I will make it undo, and we have worked on them a lot for time, date, the currency. Even before writing, if you have empty places, for example, if you want, you can select, then come here, and instead of automatic, choose their behavior. For example, make it currency. Now, if you put any money here in this area, for example, 23, this number, you see, very quickly it changes to currency. But when I click here and write number, it will act it as a number, because I haven't done anything. It is automatically recognized. And if I put text, it will put as a text here. So this is totally different, because I haven't changed there, and they are on automatic way. But this area, only this area I have chosen before, it is currency. So this is the way that you can change the format of the cells. Now, if I want to change them again as automatic, I can select and then come here to select automatic. And now if I put any numbers, it will act it as a number. The next one is the font, default font as a Calibri. It has chosen Calibri, and I can change the different fonts. For example, for these titles, if I want, I can go here and change them to impact, and it will be like this. I don't like it. So if you need more fonts, if you don't find them, you can click here, more fonts, and then click and select, for example, Times New Roman, Times, and then select, then OK, it will change to Times New Roman. So you can search on more fonts here if you want. This is the font size. For example, this one, you can select and write it here. For example, I want to have it, I don't see 13 here. I can write 13, then enter. It will be 13. Or you can increase by pushing plus or minus sign. And also, as you see, the shortcut for increasing is Control Shift and dot. For minus is Control Shift, comma. You can use the shortcuts too. This one is making bold. If you want, now it is bold. If I click on it, it will be unbold. When I click it, it will be bold. As you see, it is now bolded. This is for making italic. If I choose this one and make it italic, as you see, it will be italic. Again, I will click on it, and I don't want to have it italic. The next one for strike through. If something is wrong, for example, I want to say that Paris number is wrong, and okay, she is not from our customers. I can click here, and it will have strike through. And when somebody is reading, you can understand that okay, there is something wrong with this guy, and I am not working with this guy, and all the items are they have a strike or only one number. For example, this is out of order. I can click select and strike through. So it will have a line on it, and it shows that there is something wrong with this guy or with this item. So this is the way that you can use this one. And the control shift and the shortcut is alt shift 5, number 5. This is for text color, as you noted. For example, this one, if I select and then choose it as pink, it will be pink. This is for fill color. For example, the seller, I want to fill color as purple. I can click, and the fill color, the background will be like this, but I don't like it. I make it undo. The next one is border. If you want to have a border around your text, for example, if I choose these numbers, these 4 numbers, I want to have a border around them. I can click on them, then choose the way that I want to have, for example, all around it, and it will border all around it. I make it undo. But if I choose, for example, only lines inside, I can click, and it will be inside the borders, and outside there is no border. It depends on the text and format that you would like. You can choose, for example, if you want only border under it, you can click, and only you will have border here under it. So it depends on the text that you are going to work. And this is the border color. If, for example, if I choose all borders, as you see, now I want to change the color instead of black to other color. I can click here, choose, for example, red, and the border color will be red. So this is the way that you can change the color if you want. And this one is the border style. For example, if you want to have the borders dotted, you can click on the dots. Pay attention. Again, you should click on this, and they are dotted. If I zoom in, you can see that all of them are dotted, the lines. But I don't want, I can select again the border, then go here and change it to the lines or double lines. If I make it double line, then click on the borders again, they will be double lines, something like this. So this was the borders. The next one is merge cells. Now it is inactive because I haven't done anything. For example, this is the table that I want to have a table for it. For example, write sold items. But I want to have this text all over this here. For example, if I change it, put it here. Now, I want to have it covers all these cells from here till here. Then I can select this one, this cell, drag it, control drag. Then it is active. I can click on merge cells. It automatically will merge it here like this. Then here, for a line, I can come and make it center. If I want, I can select it, make it bold, for example, increase the font size, anything that. So this is for merging cells. If you want to merge some cells, you should select the cells and then merge it. Pay attention. If I merge these cells, all the numbers will go away. Only this number, the first number, will remain. If I merge this one, as you see, it gives a warning that only top leftmost value will be remain. If I click on the do, you see it will fill in all the items and merge these cells. And now the whole area is only one cell. I cannot use them, for example, to writing something else. I make it undo. So this is the merging cells. If I click on the arrow, I have merge all or merge horizontally. If it is vertically, I can merge it vertically. For example, if I write something like this, numbers, then I want to have it the whole area here. I can come and select the whole area, for example, vertically, then come here and merge vertically. It will be here. Then if I want to make it center, I can click. Pay attention. Because it is vertically changed, it shows like this. If you want to change the direction, you should come here, as you see here, vertical align. Click here, then make it center. And it will be in the center. When you are merging vertically, pay attention. If it is vertically, you can choose this option, vertical align. It can put it up on the merged cells, or it can put it down like this one, or make it in the center. So this is merge cells, and you can merge all vertically, horizontally. And if you don't want to merge it, unmerge it, you can click here, and it will be the same as it was. But again, for making it vertically, you can click here, and vertically it will merge it. The next one is a horizontal align. This one, if you want to align center, right, or left, and center. And this one for vertical. If it is vertical, you can click here, make it center or right and left. And the next one is for the text wrapping. For example, if you have some text, my name is John, I am a teacher. Something like this, a lengthy test. It is in one cell, in cell M3. When I click outside, it is only here. Okay, if I want to see the whole text in this center, I can come here, click it, and wrap it like this. And as you see, it will increase the height of the cell, and it will put it here. It will wrap the text in the cell. So we have three different options. We can clip it like this, and it is inside, but we don't see. Overflow, it will be like the same as you saw here. Or you can wrap it. When I click on wrap it, it will be inside the text, and I can see the whole text. So this is for the text. It is a lengthy text, and you are going to work on the text, and you want to see the whole text, or hide it like this one, and the whole text is here. As you see, the whole text is here, but it only shows as much as the cell is. And as I mentioned previously, if you want to widen the cell, you can double click here. If I double click here, it will show like this. Now, if I go and do this one, it doesn't do anything because it shows the whole text that but if I click and drag and make it smaller like this, then it will show because it is on wrap format. But when I hide it, it will be like this, and the whole text is here, but it doesn't show. And if you want to show it on the cell, you can click on this one, and it will show sorry. If I select and click here, it will show the whole text, but this cell is empty. Now on N, if I write, for example, he is a good student. This one, this is in this cell. This one, if I select both of them and then wrap them here, and if I want to make it center, I can use vertically here, vertically center, and it will bring it in the center vertically. So this is the way that you can play with the texts. The next one is text rotation. Sometimes you want to change the direction of the text. For example, sold items. If I select it, then click here and put like this, it will give a degree to the text. So this is for the text direction as you saw, and you can have different degrees if you want. You click here and you can change the degrees if you want. The next option is hyperlink. If you want to link, for example, this to your website, you can select this, then click here and write the website that you are going to, for example, your website, www.google.com. Apply, and it will be linked to to your website. If somebody comes here, he can click and it will go to the website that you have linked. And if you want to remove it, you can click on this and remove it, and it will remove the link. Pay attention, even on the link, when you click on the link, instead of a website, you can click to the sheets that you have or any items. For example, if I want to, this one, sold items, go to one of the sheets and select the sheet or any items that it is in my Google Drive. For example, I want it to go to the references. I can write here, references, and then click this one. Now, if anybody comes here, clicks on it, when clicks on it, it will go open the references as you see here. Okay, very quickly. And here, for example, I want to make a link to my home page. For example, this one. Again, I can write here, for example, home, and anybody comes here, click on it, goes to home. I can click and select it, then link, then go and select, for example, sheet 1 or the name of the file, for example, copy of the file something. If I write copy, it will come, copy of the practice, then choose. And when somebody comes here, clicks here, it will go to the first page that I was working. If it selects on this one, he can go to the references or any other website that would like to practice. I go back to the first page here, and I am in this sheet. So you can move between, if you have lots of sheets, you can move between the sheets like website. You can make it. So it makes a hyperlink for the sheets inside or outside, both of them. If I want to edit it, I can come and edit it or remove it. I will click and remove it. After hyperlink or link, we have comments. We had worked on Google Docs here, how you can write comments or accept or reject them. It is similar to that one. If you want to send this, share it with your teacher, with your friend, anybody, and they have comments, if they have any comments, or for yourself. For example, if you want to add something later, remember, it will write my name. Okay, this is the comment that I have put. For example, I can write delete the links, for example, something like this. then comment, it will be here. As you see, there is a highlight here, a small orange color here. It shows that there is something here. And when I click, it says that delete link. And then, for example, I accept it and it will go gone and I can delete the link. I put a comment again. Okay, for example, color, comment, pay attention. If anytime you come here on the above, okay, instead of this, if you didn't notice, if you come here, show all comments, you click here, you will see all the comments up to now they have. For example, at what time James Smith put a color, or again color, or delete the link, something, and you have accepted. But these two ones, you haven't done anything. So you can notice what happened. If you click on this, it shows where is it. But if you click on this, it has gone because you have accepted. If you want to delete them, not have them, you can click here, then delete, and it will be deleted. So this is the way that you can access your comments. If you click here, all comments that you have received or yourself written for yourself. After comments, we have insert chart. We worked on it. You can access to chart from insert chart from here or here. We worked totally on it, and this is the chart that we have designed. Pay attention. There is a nice point here. If I create a new empty sheet, okay, this is totally an empty sheet. There is no data on it. If I click on the insert chart, okay, it will bring it, but I don't have any data to insert it. I can choose my data from other sheets that, for example, from here. If I want, I can put it here. Now, when it is empty and I want to bring the data from other sheets or even workplace, I can, when I double click it here, go range, then write the name of the file like this, single quotation mark, the name of the file, for example, practice file, then single quotation mark, exclamation mark, then the range of the file. Or I can choose from the suggested one. For example, if it is from practice file, as it says practice file, if I select this one, it will go to practice file and I can accept it and it will bring the data. As you see here, but this is not the data that I wanted. It is wrong, so I can make it undo. Again, I can click here. Pay attention. I can write it myself like this. Practice file, exactly capital P, exactly the line, I mean hyphen, and file and exclamation mark. It will be the address of this sheet. Pay attention. Practice file, then the range. As I remember, it was the range was A1 colon E14. If it is correct, practice file and A1 to E14, then click on OK. It will bring the items here, but I can make it undo another way, the easiest way. When it is empty, okay, it is not necessary to click here and write the name, okay? You can, when you are here, you can click on the sheet because it is open in front of you. Then you can go and select the area and it will come here. As you see, practice file A1 to E14, and then click OK. It will bring the data here, inserted the chart. So this is another way you can use insert chart in an empty sheet. Is creating filter. If you remember, we worked on the sorting. It is similar to that one. For example, if I want to create filter here for these items in the like the table, I can select them, then create filter. And as you see, it puts some items here. Then when I click here, I can sort them, for example, based on A to Z. It will change all the items to show that what is going to happen here. I will select them, for example, make them red, and easily for it is for Zari. When I click here and select sort A to Z, it will A, then H, J, for example, Z is the last one based on the alphabet. So the number for Zari is here. So it is a kind of sorting based on the alphabet you have chosen. Or here, even you can, for example, you want to have based on the numbers. Here, you can click here and say from small numbers to large numbers. When I click here, it will sort the numbers. As you see, this is 53 and then 77, and based on the number that I have chosen here, it selected the numbers. It is only based on this area. If I wanted this one, I should choose this one and make it, for example, smaller. Now it will bring this number based on this 66 for the bags is the smallest one, and 6,675 is the largest one. Pay attention, because I have chosen bags, it will arrange it based on the bags. So this is the way that you can use filters. When you click on filters, you will have lots of options from larger, or for example from Z to A, or sort by color. We don't have any color here. When I, for example, this one, make it fill color yellow. This one, for example, make it yellow. This one, make it, for example, blue. Then, if I come here and sort color, fill color, which one, if I choose yellow, it will sort based on the yellow colors, fill color. But if I want to sort it based on the text color, for example, this is text color, I make it blue. This one, text color blue. This one, for example, blue. Then, if I go here and text color, blue, it will sort based on the text color. You see blue, blue, then yellow. But all items are the same it has changed based on the option that I have chosen. So this is the way that you can play with filter. If you don't want to have the filter, you can click here, it will go away. Again, if you click here, it will bring the filter, the items that you have chosen. If you click here, it will go away. For example, this one, if I select this one, sum, and click filter, it will add to these items the filter. And then I can use, it is the same values. If I don't want, I can click here and the filter will go away. So this is the way you can use filters. The next one, functions. We worked on it, the formulas. If you remember here, we worked on the average, sum, maximum, minimum, all of them. You can access the formulas here. For example, now if I click here and click sum, it will ask me the range of the numbers. For example, if I click here and enter, it will give the sum, the sum of this, the total of these numbers from here to this one. So this is the way we worked on the formulas and functions, and it is not necessary to repeat them. This is another way to access them. Or we can write equal. When we write equal, for example, sum, it will bring all information, sum, and all of them. Then you can select, and again, for example, the whole area, I want to this range, it will bring the range B3 to E14, then tab. It will add up the whole number that were in this area or range. As you see, totally, it will be altogether 73,789 altogether, all the items that all the sellers have sold up to now, for example. So this is the functions that we can use equal or use this for functions and formulas. The next one, it is showing from right to left, left to right. If you have, for example, I have Farsi. If I go here, Farsi, you see it is Farsi. When it is Farsi, it is from right to left. So when your document is in a language like Arabic, Farsi, or any language that it is from right to left, you can choose the direction of the sheet here. As you see, A will be here, B will be here from the right, and the numbers 1, 2, 3, the cell's number. If I click here, as you see, the name of the cell F14, but the direction is from right to left. But you can write in English, no problem, because the font is in English. If I want to use Farsi, Alt Shift right, then I can write in Farsi. But pay attention again. If I am writing in Farsi, as you see, it is from left to right. If I want to change the direction, because it is in Farsi from right, I should click this one. When I click this one, as you see now, when I am typing, it is from right to left. And if I make it text wrap and make this one wrap, it will show what is going on. For example, I will write اسم من اکبر هست و من یک معلم هستم. As you see, it will be in Farsi typed here because I wrapped it here. As you see, wrapped it. It is in Farsi from right to left. So this will change the, pay attention. If I click on this, it will change the direction from left to right, like in English. But when I click on it, it will change it based on the Persian or Arabic or other language that it is written from right to left, and will bring all the rows and columns to the right. But if you want to change the direction of the text, you should click on this. If I click this, this is in English. When I'm writing, it is from left to right. When I click on this, it is from right to left. As you see, from right to left. So this is the direction of the text. I make it undo. Then I go to my file, click here, and easily I can select and copy practice file. It will go there. So pay attention. If I want to make it from right to left, I should click here, select that. When you click here, select the whole sheet, and then click here. It will make it from right to left. Everything will be written from right to left. Rows here, A, B, C, D, the columns here, and also every items will be from right to left. But I don't want, I click here, it will change to the same direction it was. So when you are writing, for example, in Farsi, it is better when you're creating the new sheet. It is better for the first time, choose your direction, for example, from right to left. Now you can type in Farsi, anything, and then if it is totally in Farsi, you can click here and start typing in Farsi. Everything will be from right to left, and insert your items, picture, anything that you would like. So this is the way you can work with different languages. And the last button is to hiding. If I click here, it will hide the menus. If I want to show them, click here and it will show the items. I don't want this. I can click on this and delete it. Yes, delete it. The remaining items, star, we have worked on it. If it is our favorite file, because I practice a lot, if I want, I can click it. When I click on the star, it will on my Google Drive. If I go to star, you can see it is here. You can see formula and functions because its name was formula and functions. Formula and functions. It is a start. Anytime I want, I can access and start running. And I have also for Google Docs, if you remember, resume, volunteering, and resume 2 as a start, and very quickly I can access them. So this is the way you can make them favorite. And this is for moving. If I want to move in different folder, I can click here, go, for example, choose Google Sheets and move it there, or resume, any file. So we have worked on it, and then I can move it. If I want, but I don't want, I cancel it. And this is the way that when I do anything, it is saved. For example, if I click on delete, it shows that it is deleted, and it will show saving. When I make it undo again, it will saving. So if I close this, I cannot do anything, undo and redo. So it is automatically saved here on the Google storage. This one is the different versions that I have worked on it. If I click on it, okay, I can see, okay, what when I have created, for example, what was the previous one. As you see here, the first time I created, it was an empty one like this. Then this one, I have changed some items, because it is not only for this sheet. This is the whole worksheet. So I can see what I have done, all the jobs that I have done. If I want, I can click here, restore to this file. But I don't want, I can click here. And for example, the last one is the best one. I can keep it, or I can return to the place that I was. So this is to access the previous versions. And as I mentioned, this is for the comments. You can see the comments, delete them or accept them, and I can close this. And this is for Google Meet. We will work on Google Meet. You can share your file, Excel document through Google Meet. If you click here, you can create start a new meeting, and like Zoom or Microsoft Teams, you can share and have video, show your file to other, and the other people can comment on it. So we will work on a separate video how you can work with Google Meet. The last one is sharing. We worked on the Google Docs totally. You can share this file if you want. If I click here, I can write the email of the person that I want to share, then give the restriction. For example, Joe, I can click and write his name, then write a message, for example, check it, something like this. But it is very important. Before sending, you should restrict it. Okay, he can edit it, or he can only comment on it, or he can only view it. He cannot change anything, and even cannot comment, put comments on it. Only can, like PDF, picture, can watch it and see it. Or he can give comments, but he cannot change it. If you put editor, pay attention. He can totally delete it, change it, and it is not good. Pay attention if you don't trust on it. So never put as editor if you don't trust on it. And if you want, you can add more people here and then send it. Or you can copy the link. If you copy the link, okay, I will cancel it. This is the copy link. You can copy the link. Then pay attention. You can send the link. This is the address. And when you send through your email or WhatsApp or Telegram, anything, they can access it, and they can use it based on the restriction that you have given. So this is the shared file. In the next video, we will work some other items and data information. Then we will work on the other options that they have remained from file, edit, view. We have covered most of them, but anyway, we will work on the other items that have remained. See you in the next video.